Roger. So given that today's emphasis is on emergency stuff, for your takeoff briefing or departure briefing, you want to work in emergency procedures on that. So if we're still on the ground, if we're on the takeoff roll, and we have an engine failure, what are you going to do?
If we have an engine failure then immediately throttle to idle and then apply full brake. If possible, get off the runway and then just tell tower exactly what happened.
If it's, for example, like an engine fire, let's say, stop this thing, everything off, let tower know we get out. If we take off and we're airborne and we got runway ahead of us, what are we going to do?
Watch the video of people doing that. So if you have sufficient runway left, immediately you have to get the nose down.
Right.
And then if it's immediately after takeoff, the tendency is going to be to turn around and probably not going to be able to do that. So I've looked it up on Google Maps, and like lake that way is probably the best thing. That way on runway 25, the highway is one thing that I noticed is probably the best thing.
If we can glide to Lake Eola, that's probably another decent spot, but it's a little bit way off the runway. So literally the only thing off this is going to be the highway, unless we get enough altitude where we can glide back towards the runway, which what is the lowest that we will try that?
1,000
feet. So that's the takeoff brief. Best glide speed you've already mentioned is 73 knots, so that's the thing to remember. Anytime the engine goes, boom, 73 knots.
Yep.
Still feeling a little bit?
I'm fine. I mean, still there, but I'm good.
Yeah.
Check it 32042, line executive tower, wind calm right, turn northwestbound approved, runway 25 altitude, clear for takeoff.
Lined up, heels to the floor, full power. Airspeed's coming alive. Gauges are good. 55, 60, 65, rotate. Welcome to the sky, Daddy.
Welcome. Yes!
Yeah, looking around, that highway is pretty much,
Yeah.
I mean,
They found a body in that lake yesterday.
that one?
Yeah.
Holy Which one's Lake Eola you were talking about? The one with the fountain in it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, alright.
Smash into that and then some swans down there. It's pretty cool.
Long, slender neck.
Yeah.
So, romantic emergency together. Emergency wise, like from here, like what kinds of things are you looking for?
I mean, there's plenty of lakes, bodies of water that we could do. I mean, ideally though, those fields over there are probably pretty good. From this altitude, we could probably get to them.
Yep. The field or a nice clear road, but of course, like if you're looking at like this road down here, it's very, very narrow.
Oh yeah.
So our wings are obviously going to be close to hitting anything that's on the edge. So if there's like a pole, we run the risk of putting it down and smacking the pole.
Yeah. The airplane flying manual actually talks about it a good bit, about like trying to kill off your energy by like going into, you know, reeds or cornfields. Those are really good.
Yeah.
And the water is fairly good, as long as it's not too choppy.
Yeah. Never discount a runway either.
I mean, yeah, if Apopka's right there, I could see that. So if that's the case, then I'm just going to announce and go right towards it.
But exactly, right? But yeah, man, fields, airports, lakes, roads are a tough one. Roads are a tough one, but I've heard a lot, in fact, a couple recently of people landing on roads.
Hi everyone. Just before we continue on with emergency procedures, if you're not subscribed to Ludix Aviation, please do so, because you don't want to miss the next video with Seth, which includes things like this. And this.
Startled me a little bit there. I don't know why. It's been a while.
And definitely some of this.
There you go, there you go.
Falling leaf stalls are really cool. I'm really excited to share that video with you. So get yourself subscribed and hit the like button if you can't wait for the next video with Seth. And let's continue on with some emergency procedures.
Let's see. So, I don't want to be doing this over a congested area. Just double check. Just so you can see, we're outside of a congested area. So we can go to 500 feet above anything here. Alright man, pull that power all the way back nice and easy.
And then pitch for 73?
Pitch for 73 knots. So obviously we weren't in a nose high attitude, so you're going to have to pull that nose back just a little bit.
Bleed off?
Yeah, it's kind of bleed it off. Now,
okay, right there.
There you go. A lot of people are against pulling that nose up so you got a high angle of attack, which I don't like that either, but you do have to bleed that speed off.
Yeah.
Right?
Trim for it.
There you go.
If I can get right on the money, that's not it, right?
Where are we going? Where's our best landing spot?
I'd be probably picking that field right there.
Beautiful field. Nice open, grass looks fine.
Yep.
It's got a road next to it, so if we need help, perfect. So I want you to set us up for a final onto there.
Okay.
To that field. Make sure we make it. Now what? What's the C? So you've done the A, we've done the B.
All right, so we picked landing, so carb heat on, mixture full rich, all right, and then throttle. I mean, I can attempt to restart the engine right now, so I have some time, and I'm probably gonna, no, I'm not gonna turn quite yet. That I'm not too confident about, but I'm gonna try to restart. Maybe Bill got 7.3, so now I'm gonna try and make my turn. Now I feel like I waited too long. Yeah, it's so hard to judge. You knew it though. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's so hard to judge. All right, so now if I find myself in this situation, then I am going to try to land in that one of those fields right over here.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. You adjust. It's an emergency situation, right? But of course, you pick that, so we should be making that.
Now I should be able to make one of these over here.
Easily.
So,
easily.
Yeah.
All right, go around. You've easily made that field there, but of course, check ride standards is you have to make the field that you pick. So.
Okay.
Which you picked a beautiful field, you just extended a little bit too far.
Yeah, I had a feeling, but I'm like, no, I'm going to go a little further.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's a common thing.
Yeah, I wanted that to happen.
Okay.
That's why I said, how are you going to restart? What's the checklist?
Yep.
To kind of distract you from that, so you can see and you can learn that lesson, right? You need to see it to learn it. With the checklist, mixture, fuel pump, carb heat, switch tanks, make sure the primer's locked, restart it. Just get yourself into a little flow. That's one that makes sense to me, but whatever makes sense to you, do that. What about the declaring of the emergency?
So you're going to declare, so here would be Lake Apopka, and then I would do 7700 on the transponder.
Okay.
So it would be Lake Apopka traffic, or Mayday, Lake Apopka, Cherokee 32042. My position is approximately 5 miles from Lake Apopka, west side, engine failure, putting down in a field.
So, Lake Apopka traffic, who hears that can help us?
Other pilots, and then maybe the seat. I mean, it's not a CTAF, is it?
It's a common frequency.
Okay.
So if you relay, Mayday to another pilot, what are they going to do? Who are they going to contact while they're flying?
I mean, if I heard that from somebody, I would contact the nearest tower.
Okay.
I would think.
So why don't me and you cut out the middleman and contact the nearest tower?
Okay, yeah.
All right. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yep.
Climb 2000 again and spin me back towards the west. So let's cut out that middleman. And we already know, if you knew Leesburg's tower frequency, you could do that. We've got Executive Tower's frequency in here. But what's the emergency frequency? Do you know?
121.5.
There you go.
Yep.
So if you don't know frequency, 121.5, 7700. 3 Maydays. Mayday, Cherokee 32042, lost my engine, 2 people on board. I'm 5 miles west of Lake Apopka, landing in a field. Help!
Yep.
Start screaming. I've shit myself. Bring a new pair of pants, thanks.
Bring me my brown pants!
So let's try and put all of that together.
Yep.
Let's try and put it all together. Obviously, engine failures happen at any time. So like during training, I might just, cut your power a little bit.
Yep.
All right, man. Chop it.
Special traffic.
Uh-oh, not again.
Come on.
This plane really does need maintenance.
Seriously.
Alright, so getting my airspeed, finding a landing spot, so there's power lines down there. I'm just going to go straight for those down there, that field.
Cool.
That seems like it would probably be, yeah, going to head to the left and then try to come in this way.
Okay. On which one's on this one down here?
Yeah, on the right side of one of these lakes.
Okay. All right. Yep. Cool. Sweet. Do you think?
All right, so mixture rich, carb heat on, fuel pump on, primer locked. Try to restart.
All right, it doesn't restart.
Okay. Yep. Still having trouble this time. All right, so, and then 121.5, mayday, 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 Cherokee 32042, approximately 5 miles west of Lake Apopka, engine failure, 2 souls on board, putting down in a field, 7700.
Perfect. Beautiful. And you've set yourself up on a glorious base to final here. So right around now, obviously, it's difficult for you to judge because you've not done it, so I'll be putting in flaps and whatever. But we'll recover that there.
Okay. That's not as bad as I thought. I remember when I was younger, my dad, he got his PPL, and I remember, you know, like one of the first things you think of is like, oh, wow, what if your engine, you know, goes out? And he's like, oh, they do that, you know, in training. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they do that? That's got to be dangerous because everybody thinks the engine goes out and you're just like, nope.
Nope. But that procedure, A, B, C, D, if you just follow that, it's a fairly quick procedure. If you can trim it back a little bit quicker to 73 knots.
I was chasing it.
Yeah.
I kept chasing it.
Yeah, you gliders on a beautiful base to final, but if you go through that procedure, it's a really simple procedure.
An engine out at night.
Yeah. Whoa.
Super scary.
Have fun.
Especially if you're in like a remote area where there's no lights.
Exactly.
So,
right?
I mean,
Yep.
What do you want me to go to?
2000 is fine.
All right.
We'll do a quick engine fire.
Just a quick engine fire?
Yeah, just a quick engine fire.
Okay, I brought my lighter.
Yeah. Put your protective goggles on. All right, cut the engine. The engine fire is on the left side of the cowling.
Okay. All right, so pitch. But I want to get it to above 100.
Above 100 knots, right?
And so I can go left. It's going to be...
Figure it out. That fire's f***ing us up, but there you go.
So mixture idle cutoff.
Yep.
I don't need to do carb heat on, I think. Primer locked, and then leave it to both, and then fuel off.
All of it off. You just all of it off.
Okay. All right.
All of it off.
And then yeah. So, well, this stays on both, correct?
Off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah.
off.
We're not going to try and restart. Now, where are we landing?
Good question. Down there.
There you go. Yeah, that's probably going to be your best shot. It's going to be difficult.
I got so focused on the fire.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. Yep. And that's why I wanted to do that, because the engine fire is a completely different beast. You know, you're losing altitude a lot quicker to try and blow it out.
Yep.
And then you're exactly right. Mixture idle, you can leave the carb heat, turn the fuel selector off. We're trying to cut off the supply to that fire. Cool. Let's go home.
All right.
Take me home,
country roads.
How do you feel?
I feel good.
Good. Yep, so if you just clear those procedures up in your mind, and the more practice you do, the better you're going to be at it, the more prepared you're going to be. And that's it.
Executive Tower, Cherokee 32042, approximately 10.5 miles northwest of Executive, with information November, full stop.
Cherokee 32042, land Executive Tower, enter right downwind runway 25.
Enter right downwind, runway 25, 042.
Thermals, the mechanical turbulence.
042, number 2, following traffic, short final, runway 25, clear to land.
Number 2, following traffic on short final, clear to land, 042. Okay, so I think I should start pulling my power back now.
I like it.
And get 1 notch of flaps.
What speed are we looking for?
Right now about 80.
Cool.
Okay, I think... Am I too low? No.
No.
Okay.
Now we're starting to get a little bit on the low side. But there you go. That's all you do. Sweet. Maintain altitude just a little bit. Give yourself a couple of rolls. Oh, you already did. Sorry.
Yeah.
My fault. Sorry.
Okay. Looking for about 7.5 right now.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Nervous.
You got it, man. Just remember, we're going to bring it low enough over the runway, and then we're going to hold the nose to the end of it, so just look to the end of the runway, hold the nose up to it, and then at a certain point you'll feel the plane want to drop, and at that point you just give it
I overshot a little bit.
Nice little pullback. Beautiful. Alright, I'm with you.
Alright, so last notch of flaps. Keep the nose down. Another couple. Roll the trim down.
Indeed. Slide that left foot onto the rudder.
Okay.
Cirrus 27 Bravo, contact
The winds are headwind right now, so I don't really have a...
Not really feeling the crosswind?
Yeah, well, he said 250, I think, so...
Right. That's good.
So my nose is good right now?
Nose is good. Speed's just a little bit high, so you can afford to bring the power back. That's going to allow you to keep that nose up and bleed off the speed. There you go. Now it's bled off. Now you can add a little bit of power in. You can keep that nose to the runway now. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, power back. All the way back and hold the nose to the end of the runway. Hold it there, and then just slowly pull it back.
Oh, I ballooned.
Pull back. There you go.
Not bad.
That's alright.
Yep.
Little balloon.
Yep.
Mic controls.
Your controls.
Mic controls.
Woo! All right. Yeah.
Boosh.
That wasn't that bad.
No.
Oh, God. How was that landing?
Not bad at all. Before, like in previous sessions, you've not wanted to bring that nose up to the end of the runway. On that one, I was shadowing you and you were doing it. The only reason it was a little bit firmer was because we were bleeding off that speed, and as we pushed that nose down the plane, just wanted to come down and just slowly pull it back.
Oh, I ballooned.
Pull back.
I felt it coming because I noticed it. Oh, it feels so good after.
Yeah, man. The thing that I'm taking away from that landing is that you were bringing that nose up to the end of the runway and you were holding it.
Yeah.
You weren't holding it too high, you weren't holding it too low, it's exactly where it should have been.
Okay.
So if you can get a feel for that, which you will,
it helps with the videos too.
Right.
It really helps
being
being able to look at it multiple times.
Yeah.